Hey everyone, welcome back. I had to cut out so quickly for dinner arrive.
That tool might be useful. Don't think I'm getting this thing out of here. There has to be another way to get it to that rail. Take a step back. Maybe if I lower the water, I can place the crate where I need it. I don't think this is gonna help.
Cool. Like the water temple.
I can lower the water level with this. Might help me with my crate problem. Should be able to move that crate now. Needs backup. Try again. Maybe now I'll be able to reach that tunnel. Just gotta move the crate to that rail on the wall and get out of here. place the crate under the rail, I can climb up to that tunnel. Reach that from here. Hellcaster can't reach.
Alright. Let's see what that does.
Rail, but it doesn't look like I can reach it. Don't pull that right on top of me.
this thing there. This should be kind of hold it.
Better get closer. Try again. There we go. I should be able to climb up from here.
All right.
I need to raise the water level again. Use the crate to climb up to that tunnel. Here goes nothing. Should be able to use that crate to climb out of here now.
There we go.
No room on me. I can send it to my stash. Place looks busy.
Lightning gun. Oh, looks like they called for backup. Oh.
I'll grab this now. Now to find a way back to the core.
Okay.
Found a way out, but there's no way to reach it. Another crate. Just what I need. That's it. I can climb up from here.
Come on. There you go. Oops. Stop making it scout signs. Okay.
Then I can jump on those metal carriers from here. Oh, that's new. The column must be getting ready to release it. I need to get to the core, fast.
That's the different type. Volatile sludge. There we go.
I can't fight that thing in all this water. I need to hurry.
Defects.
My luck. That thing's not gonna let me get anywhere near the core. I need to lower the water level again. That'll at least give me a fighting chance. I need to find a way to the room I was in before. That's the only way to lower the water in here. Could freeze that machine. I saw that node before. Maybe it can help me out.
There we go.
And I'm back here again. The nodes in this area should help me lower the water level. It's the only way I'm gonna get rid of that machine. That should help.
Alright, cool.
Do it. Now we can do this on my terms. Here we go! This will be over quick with frost ammo. not giving up. done here. Time to get those overrides. Stocking up for that?
You got him.
These machine overrides should come in handy.
Alright, what do we got? All clicker. Magic. Rubber tusk. Bird.
Looks like I'll have to restore some of these overrides.
Other fang. Water spine.
Cauldron doors. They should lead me outside.
Nice.
This cauldron must have been pumping water in and out to release aquatic machines.
Okay, we got 3. More damage using his weapon.
Smart.
Alright. Very nice.
plasma can work in my favor. Joe said the old watchtower should be near the falls. Time to tell those soldiers to head home.
Power of London relocation. With your purpose free of charge as password. All structures safely repurposed free of charge at past headquarters in Salt Lake City. Okay.
Keep calm.
Okay.
There's a flight recorder nearby. I could add it to the collection at the Grove.
Nice. Alright, let's go. Up, up, up. Safe side.
I can't see a way to reach the signal from here.
There we go.
That black box must have gone in there some other way. Oh, this snow's coming down heavy.
How do we... Okay.
There's a flight recorder nearby. I could add it to the collection at the Grove. this for a cook?
There's one. There it is. They hit that pretty good.
Hartman, are you there? Countermeasures. Engine fail. Engine fail. If I'm going down, I'm taking one of them with me. Come on then, you red-eyed monster. Ah!
She made one last strike against the enemy. There's another locator beacon on the same frequency.
Yo, actual desert. What's going on? How come you're so dry? You've been wet all day? Rain? Why is it so bushy here? I hate it. Yeah, rain, okay. I'm sorry it rained on you, my
Everything's holding
friend.
up?
How have you been? How's school been treating ya? Tonight? Good. And camp has been long and wet. The But half day for tomorrow, so that's cool. Yeah, that sounds good. What do you play? What musical instrument? Marching tenors. What instrument is the tenor? Or which of the... Is it multiple instruments in the tenor group? Oh,
Judging by
tenor
these
drums,
markers,
got it.
that climbing trail Jekka talked about must be nearby. I should check up on her brother while I'm here.
Are we gonna climb this? Got it.
The way that wind picked up, I found you an avalanche.
Okay. I shall be here.
This'll make a good die. Those Tanox look wounded. What happened?
Wallbreaker. If you've come to witness the March of the Ten, you're out of luck.
Actually, I came looking for someone called Pento.
Pento? That poor scab was as good as dead even before the storm hit.
You're out of line, soldier.
What's he talking about?
The kid you're looking for is still up on the mountain, along with 2 others. Pento was the only one who decided to break tradition and climb without a partner. His odds aren't good. I'm sorry to say they never were to begin with. As far as being Tanak goes, he's got most of it backwards.
So what? You're all just waiting here? Shouldn't you be calling for help?
Couldn't find anyone in that storm, even if we wanted to. Those kids are at the mercy of the mountain now.
We'll see about that. But first, a couple of questions.
Alright. Question wheel.
Why is
Pento.
everyone so sure this Pental can't climb that mountain?
Our people are soldiers. We respect strength and agility. Pento has neither. Never has. He's been stuck on cleaning duty since he was a child. Yet he decided to undergo our clan's most difficult trial, and
And you think he's crazy?
I'm not a fan of that. When I chose to wear a woman's armor, people called me crazy too. I guess Pento just feels like he has to prove himself, to show who he really is. I understand, believe me. But that climb is hard enough, even without us.
Bet you
What is
there's a
this march
Stormbird
you
up there.
mentioned?
This is one of the toughest slopes in Sky Clan territory. It's said that the Ten climbed this mountain in pairs during their war against machines. Our people partner up to earn their soldiers' marks by following in the Old One's footsteps and retrieving the Blood Crest. A flower that grows on the summit, until Pento, that is. He insisted on climbing on his own.
You mean no one wanted to climb up with him?
I tried to stop him, but there were technically no...
That sounds familiar. The Nora have a similar ritual. No one wanted me in that one either.
Their mistake, I presume.
Yep.
Cool. So
I could try
we're gonna be
following
a
the
good
path
match
up
for
the
him then.
mountain. See if I can find Penta. You said there were 2 other climbers missing as well?
Just one. The other is right there. Zika!
Rocco and I, we were climbing back down. There was an avalanche where we got separated. I couldn't see anything.
Someone's gotta go up there.
You can barely see your own feet in that storm.
Except I don't need to. I'll be back.
Are you wounded?
If the storm gets too rough, I can always use my focus to find those climbers. I should follow the markers. They'll lead me to the start.
They weren't kidding.
Markers. I'm on the right track.
You want some of this?
Sounds like someone's putting up a fight. That Nox needs help.
Whoever you are, thanks for the assist.
Okay. Roko.
You okay?
Not really, but I'll live.
Your climbing partner, she said you got separated during an avalanche?
My partner? Yeah. The avalanche caught us off guard. Swept me up like a twig. I was sure I was a goner. Then someone grabbed hold of me and pulled me out. It was Penta. He risked his life for me.
Did you see where he went?
Up that cliff behind you. Said he was gonna finish the climb. I told him it was suicide, but he wouldn't listen.
Can you make it back down on your own?
Yes. You're not going after him, are you?
Go.
And
Get back to Wakata before the storm gets any worse.
May the Ten be with you.
cool.
I have to find Pento before he gets himself killed.
Alright, up we go.
I should use my focus to pick up Pento's trail. Those must be Pento's tracks.
Welcome back.
Let's hope I can catch up to him. It looks like the avalanche destroyed most of the climbing path. The missing soldier must have climbed up this way. Pento made it past here. The path must have collapsed after him. Maybe I can glide across.
There we go.
I made it. I should be able to pick up Pento's tracks again.
Get out of my way!
Let's hope that's Pento.
I hope so too.
Looks like he could use some help. Machine's weak to purge water.
Who's there?
A friend!
Get out of my way!
Nice. Oh, he's just
Well,
running.
don't have to worry about running out. Penta?
Do I know you?
Wakata sent me. We need to get off this mountain, now.
No. I'm not going back there as a failure. I am getting that flower no matter what.
Look, I know what it's like when your tribe looks down on you, but you—
Then you understand why I'm either gonna get to the top of this mountain or die on it. Thank you. What are you doing?
This climb is meant to be done by two people, right? I'll be your partner.
Nice.
I'll follow your lead. You should take some of these.
Looks like the trail
You're
carries on
not
here.
dressed for cold weather. I don't
You know my
understand.
name, but I don't think I caught yours.
It's Aloy.
You sure you want to involve yourself with the Bulwark's biggest loser, Aloy?
I like to make my own judgments about people.
You know, it's not like everyone can be born with a sword glued to their hand, but apparently that's what— What was that?
I don't know.
Maybe it's just the wind.
I hope so. It's a dead end.
There's a climbing spike left over from the original path. Not that it's of much use right now. Sorry.
No.
That was amazing!
I'll knock this tree down! It should let us reach the climbing path!
You won't hear me complaining.
Alright. Gotta take a breather. Hoggins isn't in agony. Still can't get a signal. Bed drones are doing flyovers. Hopefully these trees will give us some cover. We're gonna have to keep climbing. So Hodgins, he better not give up on me. As incentive, I made him $1,000. I bet $1,000 against his precious wayfarers in the championships tonight. 30-point favorites, so all he has to do is make it stop, and he can lord it over me for the rest of my life. So I have to keep him going. Nice. Oh, oh.
You're back. We still have to climb our way up the
We
mountain.
should be able to jump onto that climbing path from the tree.
That's some climbing gear you've got.
Thanks. It's time to start climbing.
That doesn't sound like any storm wind I've ever heard.
Almost there!
The Stormbird. Oh no, it's a bear.
This is it.
I can't believe we actually made it.
Let's get to that summit then. Frost isn't gonna do much.
Alright. Frost claws. What's the breakable thing? The chest.
Sorry, had to go deal with something. You were talking about something before.
Frostclaw! Oh, just what we need.
We can handle it. Come on.
Last one.
Nice.
We got it! Come on! This way, Aloy.
Wait up! Storm.
Nice.
It's easing up. So,
Got all the way to the top.
how does it feel to make rank?
Pretty great, actually. This means everything to me.
You know, even if you go back with that, it doesn't mean they'll treat you any different.
Honestly, I think I just need to prove to myself I could do this. You should go back. Let the others know I'm okay. I'd like to take a moment, if you don't mind. I'll be right behind you.
Of course.
Thank you.
I'll be right behind you, cliche.
I can probably reach the bottom of the trail faster if I use my shield wing. And get a nice view,
When I
too.
return with this, I'll finally get my soldier's mark.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun.
Everything looks so peaceful now that the storm has passed.
Ouch. Please don't tell me I have to do that whole mission again.
I can probably reach the bottom of the trail faster if I use my shield wing.
Thank
And get a
God.
nice view, too.
Oh. Glad I did that actually. That was fun. Almost got blasted to high hell while Hodgins limped around in the open trying to get signal. Good thing Mojave was listening. Command just sent jets. Jones never stood a chance. Now we know the feds are happy to kill a lot of us. Get their hands on our land. Well, not today, suckers. Hodgins' leg is a mess, but evac should be here soon. He'll make it. Gets him at $1,000. Money well spent. Still hate the wayfarers though. Nice.
Everything looks so peaceful now that the storm has passed.
Sunken cavern.
Machine will take a lot of damage from acid.
Oh my God. What? NG. I had to let Benji out. There we go. Cool.
Let this green shine off carefully.
Amber Claw.
Fire won't help here.
Oh, monkeys. Alright. So much green cloth, green shine. Okay. What do we got over here?
Perfect. Keep this green shine for later.
Ancient supply box. Alright. There we go. This is a pretty cool cave.
Could hit it with purge water.
Alright, so go here.
It's canon. I picked it up right as the machine lunged.
This is cool. Oh boy.
Good enough to challenge Fury. The rebels were beaten.
Could I have a moment of your time? I'm Ikuta. You're Aloy, right? I heard how you drove Regala from the cool route. I thought maybe you could help me, and the village. And the forest to the west, our people have always found good salvage from shell walkers and clamberjaw piles, but now killer machines stalk the area. Claw striders, for certain. And I've heard rumors of something worse. In years past, I would have asked Marshal Chikata to help me clear out the threat, but he was killed at Barren Light. Now I'm alone, and there aren't enough seasoned soldiers here to help. What do you say? You up for a hunt?
He pauses a lot.
I just might be.
Strange.
Strange. Chikata used to use those same words in the same way. A good omen, I suppose. All right, meet me at the edge of the forest, west of here. We'll hunt together. I'll be glad for the company.
Attacking the grove.
Shooting them.
Regala.
We should look to the defenses. They were breached too easily. Guess Takode should choose his words more carefully.
Here, your weapon can be sheathed.
Outlander, the craft of the Tanakh awaits you here.
Guess Takode should choose his words more carefully. When a decision was needed, you made it through action. May your enemies fall.
You look well.
How about a game of Machine Strike, Outlander?
Regala.
When a decision was needed. You made it through action.
Get a good glide in. It's gonna leave a mark. Trees as tall as towers. The stand of the Sentinels. There's Ikota. Ready to hunt some machines.
Glad you made it. The place where my people seek salvage is close, as are the hostile machines. Follow if you will.
Lead the way.
I've hunted this forest since I was a boy. And when the clans were at war, Chikata and I helped hold it from the lowlanders. It was one of the few battles Hikaru ever lost.
Didn't you say Chikata was a marshal?
Yes. Later, he came to respect Hikaru's dream for United Tribe, and volunteered for the very first cool route. I was melancholy when he left the clan to serve the chief. But he came back often, and I was always glad when he did.
Crest of armor on its head.
Aloy! Wasn't about to let you on alone. Now let's clear these machines. It's true. More! Incoming!
Looks like the hunt's not over yet! Okay, better.
Take the ammo! Oh, that's a weapon!
Just what I need.
All right.
Ha! That's a piece of scrap! I'm with you! Oh, good strike! Look out! A scorcher.
Guess those rumors were true.
You okay there, Aloy?
Switch it up.
Alright. A wolf.
That's what you're stuck for. Good thinking. Now that was a hunt.
Well, hello.
Well done. Come here for a moment. You fought well. Better than any marshal. Better than Shikata, even.
You too. You were more than friends.
Yes. Whenever he left on a mission, I felt an ache in my chest. And now he's gone forever.
He meant a lot to you. I'm so sorry, Hikota.
Don't be. You did a good thing for the village, and gave a lonely old soldier some solace. Here, take this. You deserve it. You're young and strong with many victories ahead. But perhaps someday you could come back, if you're up for another hunt.
I just might be.
We did it.
I'll fill up while I can.
Nice. Red eye washer.
That's a rebel outpost. Looks like they've captured a Clawstrider. If I can override it, I could free it and use it as a distraction. See if this one's got tags on them too. it. I could free it and use it as a distraction.
My aim is true!
Oh.
Hit the mark! That's her! There!
This outpost won't be causing any more trouble.
Nice. Okay. Conclude.
You don't see this every day. tags. I should take them to Duca when I can.
I like how far he got out. All right. Bark, bark, bark. Bark, bark, bark. Woof, woof, woof.
Jarrah said the old watchtower should be near the falls. Time to tell those soldiers to head home. There's the watchtower. I need to talk to their squad leader, Kiva.
Bod.
Looks like the soldiers had some trouble. They must barely be holding out. Are you Kiva?
I am. And you. You're the Outlander who killed Regala's champion at the embassy. Ram Squad was there. We saw your duel. Pavallo still owes me shards.
Oh, thanks for the vote of confidence. Chaplain Jarrah sent me. It's time for you to go home.
Jarrah's cracked then. There's no way our commander will allow us to leave our post. Not after our insubordination.
Things have, changed at the Bulwark. Dakota won't be able to stop you.
Really? He's finally been taken down a notch? All right then. The last member of Ram Squad is on duty at the tower on the mountain. Let me recall him.
Nothing.
That's odd. Ezeko always answers. One of us will have to go up.
I can get up there easily. I'll check on him.
Much appreciated. The start of the climb is just across the falls. Try not to break your neck, yeah?
Mm-hmm. Let me guess, it's where the plane is. Oh, I see.
This must be the start of the climb. The watchtower should be at the top. I'll save this for a dyer.
Alright. Which way do we go? This way. That's you. Benji's back. Let's put him on.
a dyer would be interested in this. Skydrifters. Circling the watchtower. That's not a good sign.
It is not.
I gotta take out these machines before I can look around. I can override Skydrifters. If I can get them to stay still. Okay, so where's the soldier assigned to this watchtower? That must be him. Judging by these wounds, the Skydrifter surprised him. At least it was quick. Kiva sounded her horn. It's a different call from before. I'd better get back down to the watchtower and check on them. The watchtower's under attack. I need to get down there fast. Swooping into battle. Those machines are in for a surprise.
Blood of the 10, the Outlander fly. Oh!
I'll keep some extra on hand.
Thanks for the assist. Is the Zeko on his way down?
It's no problem.
Actually, machines got him. Took him by surprise. I'm sorry.
What? He was the first of the squad. Our best fighter.
He's gone, Kiva. It's just the two of you now.
Damn Dakota. All we did was go to the embassy. Follow Chief Hikaru's orders? And what do we get for it? A death sentence dressed up as guard duty. All because Takote has a vendetta against the chief.
Well, that ends now.
Yeah. Thanks, Outlander. Here. This is for you.
I have a feeling that's not the end of it.
Pavalo! We're moving out.
Dakota's an underhanded jerk. But maybe now he'll stop wasting lives over political agendas.
Alright, skills. Got 5 on it. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. That water looks amazing. Looks great. Much better than the Dark Souls 1 water.
Aloy, you have any news?
Please. I need to know what happened to my brother.
I should be reaching the bottom of the trail soon. Pinto can't be far behind.
Aloy, you return alone.
Where is he?
He's my brother.
You can't go crying like that, Jekka. You're the sister of a proper soldier now.
Bento!
Ow! I bring you the blood crest as proof of my march.
And with my blessing, you join our ranks. May you find your path on the wings of the 10.
You've gotta be kidding me! Him? A soldier? Please.
Flour or no flour, we all know all he'll ever be good for is cleaning everyone's shit.
I think we're done here.
Womp womp.
Better put some snow on that, or it'll bruise. Thanks for saving my life. Maybe when I get my own soldier's mark, we can fight in the same squad. Give me a chance to return the favor.
He's cute.
Go on. I'll catch up. Here. Something to commemorate our climb. May the Ten always grant you victory, Aloy.
I'll see you around, Pinto.
Hooray. We're going back to base.
Is it me, or did the old ones just look funny? Funny how? Yeah, their clothes, they're weird.
Alright, first of all, need two tails. Need another rollerback tail. Two slaughters spine. Clears. Right.
Looks like you got what you wanted.
Yeah. It's almost...
Finally. Yeah, at least that's how the...
Bet you're used to that focus by now.
Well, I can hit machines in their weak point. I wish all the other data was as easy to... be honest, it's hard to understand half of what's up. And then the other half reminds me, which is... But hey...
Just give it time. Anything happen?
Zoe asked us to help her bring more... Not for eating, apparently. Yeah, if you ask me, the place is fine as it is. You know, metal might be plain, but nothing wrong with that.
I should get going.
I say...
Okay.
Aloy, is that what I think it is?
Just need to merge it with Gaia, and she'll have enough.
Good news.
I hope Zoe's not upset. I'm distracting.
Yeah, I don't think...
What do you mean?
Well, before Zoe found a way to fix the land gods, I suggested that when Gaia was fully restored, she could just make new ones.
Well, once we get Hephaestus, that's definitely a possibility.
That's what I said. But I guess there was something about my tone. She got pretty raw. Said I didn't understand the way her tribe, which is true, of course. And the last thing I'd ever want to do is dismiss her. But I was trying to look at things more like you know? To see.
Yeah, I guess I led you into trouble there, didn't I?
Not your fault.
Did you talk to Zoe?
I suffered through a few hours of glaring silence. How do people do this? How do I know if the next thing I say won't blow up in... What if an apology is not enough?
You give her a stuffed animal?
You're the worst. You know that?
What makes you think I know anything about any of this? You're on your...
Abandoning me again, huh? Well, if she kills me next...
Better get this to Guy.
You did it, Aloy.
Let's hold...
I'll let...
Okay, and...
Aloy, and you come bearing gift. Does this mean we'll soon be able to uproot the Xen?
That's what I'm hoping.
Good.
You ever play that board game Aaron set up?
Strike? I was hoping it'd distract him enough to spare us that ruckus. No such luck.
It looked like you were working on something over...
With Gaia now growing in strength, I've been trying to... Even if some people think I should give up on them.
Already said I was sorry.
Your friend thought it'd be a good idea to replace the land gods with new machines when Gaia recovers.
It wasn't.
The land gods, they are not some broken toy to be... Even if they are just machines, to abandon them in their time of suffering...
I'm sure Varl
He does now. I had to get...
You know I can hear you guys, right?
Varl looks pretty
He's been obsessing over the data revealed to us by Just the other day, we read about mountains hiding deep underwater that spew fire. If I understand correctly, Gaia said the flames they release come from the very center of the earth, like a heart. As always, the cycle can be... Of course, Varl's mostly interested in watching...
You ever play that board...
Strike?
I should...
If you...
So...
You busy?
One must never be...
Oh, that's...
It is.
What have you been up to?
Varl has asked to learn the differences, so I've been teaching him to... It is heavy with blood, but also with honorable... Maybe you'd like to hear about it as well.
I'd be honored. Anything interesting happen?
I found an acceptable place to practice with my blade.
Oh, and where's that?
Outside, above the base. There's a nest of sunwings that are always up.
Ever thought of sparring with something that's not trying to...
That would defeat the...
What have you been up to?
So I've been...
I'd be honored.
There you
I'll let you get...
And...
Okay. Now Varl has something. Okay.
You look like you've...
Just a couple of questions. Looks like things between you and Zoe are...
I suffered through a few hours of... How do people... What if an You're...
I should get this to...
Please.
Ow! That is focused thing's trying to kill me. You did almost drown it in beer. Not on purpose.
Hello.
Nothing.
It is good to see you again, Aloy. I see you have recovered Demeter.
There we go. More data for the dome.
Error. Data missing. With the acquisition of Ether, Poseidon, and Demeter, my heuristic processing density has expanded greatly. I should now be able to absorb Hephaestus. And fortunately, we have made progress on a plan to capture it.
Yeah.
With Varl's encouragement, Beta analyzed all available information on Hephaestus. Its expansion has been rampant. It is too large to be beamcast, and the kernel you have been using could never hold it. Therefore, it must be contained in a location with a direct physical connection to me. A place with 2 data cores.
2 cores? Where would we find a place like that? Gemini.
An abandoned cauldron in the desert west of here. Seismic activity disrupted the original construction. 2 data cores were built as a result.
I know that place. It's near the Desert Clan's capital. We'll have to bring you there by hand.
I have devised a blueprint for a suitable, albeit unwieldy, transport rig. It will require 2 people to carry it to Gemini.
I can help.
Once I am installed on the first core, I will call down Hephaestus on the other, trapping it. I will then initiate the merge. However, in order to construct the rig, I will need considerable help.
Can you build it? I suppose I could, but it's not gonna work. The Zeniths will find you. Minerva won't be able to conceal your location.
That is correct. Absorbing Hephaestus will create a significant power surge, easily detected by anyone capable of noticing.
But what if there were multiple power surges? To fake out the Zeniths? If Erend, Zoe, and Katalo spread out to the other cauldrons and create their own surges, would those conceal the one at Gemini?
Analyzing. Such a tactic might be effective. With Beta's help, we should be able to build a set of handheld pulse generators.
I told you it's not gonna work. I did a test. Hephaestus has written Alpha clearance out of its access module. You'll never be able to capture it. Then we need a higher level of clearance. There is no higher... Ted Pharaoh's mega clearance. The one he used to purge the Apollo database and kill the Alphas. But to get it, you would have to find Thebes. The private bunker he retreated to when the world ended, and nobody knows where that is, not even the Zeniths. Their only intel was that it was somewhere in San Francisco. That might be all I need. Alva, the Quen diviner I met, said her people had set up a base at Landfall. They were searching for data in San Francisco from there. She might be able to help. So I guess I'm headed all the way west. While I'm gone, will you be able to build the rig and the pulse generators? I'll try.
I'll make sure she has what she needs.
Alva said the Quen have a ferry on the coast that they use to get to the ruins of San Francisco. That's where I need to go. Hi, Gaia.
Hello, Aloy. Aloy, I have managed to unlock an additional room near the servers.
Understood. Have you been able to make use of Demeter's functions?
Yes. I was able to mitigate most soil conditions and restore a temporary balance. You should notice less rampant plant growth in the area.
Maybe that'll give Plainsong's fields a chance to recover.
Nice.
Unfortunately, recovery in that area is unlikely without the assistance of the Utaru's land gods. I have discussed this matter with Zoe. I believe we may have a workaround.
Alright, cool.
Yeah, I'm helping her out with that. Were you able to make use of...
Yes. The lakes associated with the regional watershed have been detoxed. As a result, red algae growth level. According to my data, however, it appears a localized occurrence of red algae continues to persist near the coast.
Maybe I'll look into it when I... You mentioned that the superstorms have subsided.
Yes. Weather patterns in the local region should mostly stabilize for the time.
That'll be a relief for the Tenakth. One of their villages is still recovering after a mudslide caused the whole place to flood.
I will continue to stabilize the...
So, once Hephaestus has been recovered and merged, you'll regain the capacity to mass-produce machines at cauldrons around the world.
Yes. And to program their behavioral routines. Or even control them directly.
So you could build an army of machines. Attack the Zeniths and take them out.
It is in my nature to take any and all necessary steps to preserve life on Earth, human life above all. So yes, once I have been empowered with the capacities of Hephaestus, I could design, build, and command such an army. Given the nature of the far Zenith threat, doing so may be our only option. I must admit, however, that I have misgivings about using such technology to kill, no matter how aggressive the enemy.
That's good.
Indeed.
The missing subordinate functions.
Artemis rewilded the Earth with a variety of animal species, and acculturating a new generation of human beings. Apollo was tasked with preserving, organizing, and disseminating vast... Unfortunately, all archived Apollo data was purged.
Pharaoh, huh?
Understandable. He appears to...
All three of the missing were prevented from doing so. Do you still need them?
Restoring their remain... Empowering my... Unfortunately, attaining them in the short...
I guess our best shot at recovering them is by taking a... But we'll need Hephaestus and a...
Correct.
Beta's convinced we won't be able to... With that attitude, do you really think she'll be able to build the rig and pull...
It may take some coaxing.
I don't get her, Gaia. She's so quick to... She's nothing like what I thought she'd be. I guess it'll be best if she stays here when we go to Gemini. All this data I've picked up in ancient bunkers, and I guess I never really thought that other people would be looking...
Based on my observations, your companions engage quite frequently with this material. Erend has asked on numerous occasions about birth. He appears perplexed by the tradition of serving a sweet confection, as it conflicts with the Oseram tradition of serving sparkling stout ale. He also suggested we host a party for you.
Yeah, no thanks.
That is what I predicted.
Is Katalo getting along?
Yes, though he appears to be collating and significant battles to aid in the creation of a war map. I believe he aims to study the...
I'd be interested in seeing that.
It appears to be a private pastime for him. He has repeatedly declined my offers to...
So now that you have Ether, Demeter...
In the local region, conditions have improved. Superstorms have subsided. Water sources have been purified, and soil conditions remediated. These improvements will stave off environmental collapse for a few additional months.
Well, with luck, then you'll be able to fix the biosphere for...
Correct. I will be able to design and produce robotic aid reverse the environmental damage that
There's something I've been wondering. How could Ted Faro create a clearance level higher? Elizabeth made sure he wouldn't interfere with the project.
It is plausible he tasked his own engineers with creating a back to the Zero Dawn system. My predecessor did not even know of it until he activated it to purge the... It is, in effect, a blind spot. One that will... And fortunately, thanks to Beta's information, we know where Omega Clearance...
Right. Somewhere in San Francisco. So our plan to capture...
As you wish. We now know which...
Right.
While you are gone, I will assist when we get the second core.
And then you'll be able to absorb it.
Not quite.
How long will that take?
There are calculations.
And during that time, the...
Correct. They will each take position at... The energy surge should mask our activity.
And then we'll have everything we need.
Right.
So the facility where I recovered Demeter used to be a ferro-agricultural research facility. It's where they created the biomass conversion system, but also adamantine wreath. Did Elizabeth know they were working on that?
It is likely she was briefed on other efforts to combat the machine swarm, though her focus was devoted only to Zero Dawn.
That makes sense. But they actually got the wreaths to work. If they've been able to deploy it against the Pharaoh Plague in time...
Using the data you recovered on the project, I ran several simulations and have concluded that it would never have worked. In all scenarios, the Pharaoh war machines would eventually hack and deactivate the wreaths before they...
So Zero Dawn really was the only solution. There was a lot of data in the greenhouse facility. Do you think it'll help the Quen fix their home?
I will run a query. Complete. The data contains information about which may be beneficial to the tribe in the...
But new crops aren't going to save the world. So I guess it's on us.
It is.
So Gemini has 2 data cores. I've never seen a cauldron like that. But you mentioned something about seismic activity?
When my predecessor attempted to build the cauldron, construction was disrupted by a series of earthquakes. The data core had already been built, but the rest of the facility sustained damage. So, she began again. A second core was built. However, when more tremblers occurred, she abandoned the site.
Lucky for us. Are the quakes still happening?
No, though they did also create instabilities in other
I should be go.
Goodbye.
Pharaoh's tomb. Ah.
The old ones created so many wonderful inventions to help others. To help the planet. Technology...
The 10 road machines, too.
Got a minute?
As many as you...
I have to travel beyond...
To the ruins, shrub...
Yes. And I'm looking for a tribe. The Quen. They said they came from a... I was hoping...
There were Hikaru sent out a patrol or two, but we've had more pressing concerns.
It's okay.
There is... It's...
Found anything in...
Gaia told me where... I knew that, but it seems later, as they... At least the...
There is nobility in that.
Yes.
What do Tanakhs do to relax?
We play strike. You're Oseram, although he has yet... It helps one thinks...
Somehow... You said there was...
I've been She mentioned that the Zeniths bind metal with flesh to make themselves stronger. I was wondering if...
You want to make yourself a new arm?
Yes. Gaia insists she can help me build such a thing if I can get the necessary data and materials. She believes these things lie in the place where Beta hid from the Zeniths.
Their ancient research lab.
I am not as familiar.
It might be dangerous. We were lucky to get out of there.
I see.
It sounds like this is worth...
By the 10, we shall see it.
I should get going.
Should you need...
I know who to call. I'll call you when I'm... We'll get what you need.
Thank you.
Okay. I think that's gonna do us for tonight. Thanks for joining us, everyone. Guess we'll check to make sure there's no more ribbon.
So the old ones painted their faces with something called makeup, like the card show. Why?
One of Moreland's embers. A spark of a new dream for an ancient city.
Well, that's gonna haunt my nightmares.
Okay, good night, everyone.
Aloy, it's a long way to the coast. If you need to resupply en route, I suggest stopping in Fall's Edge. It's a lowland clan village southwest of the Grove, in the heart of the jungle.
Got it. Thanks for the advice. I'm catching snowflakes on my lashes.
Okay. Good night. Bye, everyone.